What is an empath? We're going to talk about that today. Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Marissa. I'm an intuitive and optimistic visionary, a channeler of all sorts, and a friend. Today we are talking about what is an empath. Are you empathic? And if you want to know if you're empathic, I made a video called The 5 Signs That You Are an Empath. So go check that out after you watch this video to see what even is an empath, right? We hear this word all the time. I'm an empath, I'm sensitive, but what does that actually mean? We're going to talk about that today. I took some notes on my lippy tappy top and we are going to be going through them. So if you see me looking this way, I'm just reading the notes. At its definition, at its core, an empath is a person whose energy field is highly receptive to the vibrations of others, not just emotions, but also thoughts, physical sensations, spiritual energies, and even the moods of places or the pain of the earth itself, which is wild. And we're going to dive into the different types of empaths later in the video, so stay tuned. So empaths are often thought to absorb energy like a sponge, super duper receptive, and we often do this unconsciously. I say we because I would identify as an empath, a very highly psychic and intuitive being. Empaths also mirror or reflect emotions, mental states, and the energies of others. Because we feel them, we often unconsciously take them on and then start acting or feeling or projecting what is being felt. So this can be very triggering for other people. Or if you know an empath, you might be triggered by them. And this is because we are really good at reflecting other people's energies back at them. And most people don't like to look into the mirror when it comes to their own reactions and projections. Empaths also serve as transmuters, which is so cool because they help to process and release energies for the collective. So very shamanic vibes and ways of being. Shamans move things through their body, and because empaths kind of act in this way too, I would say hand in hand. Basically what it means to be a shaman is to be communicating with all of the energy around you and feeling into other people's energies to help them process, remove, and release them. And empaths do this unconsciously sometimes. You might pick up someone else's grief and then you start crying at home because you aren't sure why, but really those tears are coming from your own way of helping to process that emotion for that other person. Or if you know someone, death is coming up, but like you meet someone or you know a friend and they lost someone in their life, you start crying when you feel for them and talk to them, and that's because you're tapping into empathy and you're also helping them to transmute that emotion. And empaths act as channels or conduits between the seen and unseen world. A lot of energy is very unseen, right? We are working constantly with the energies around us and tapping in and out of that. And the spiritual mechanics of an empath and empathy, empaths have a very heightened and finely tuned auric field. It kind of filters everything in and out, which makes us super hyper aware of frequencies and frequency shift, both positive and negative. And oftentimes we will be feeling and sensing the unsaid. So we know a snake when we see one, right? We know when someone is lying and not telling the truth. We know when someone has ill intentions. And this is because we feel the unseen. They might say something, but we're feeling what they're authentically holding, which is really good and also kind of upsetting sometimes, right? And then of course the chakras and receptivity. So empaths often have a super open heart space, unless you're a wounded empath and you've been hurt a lot of times, because having this open heart space can also lead to heart pain, right? We can get hurt a lot because we feel for people. We want to, keep the peace. We are people pleasers, right? But that can sometimes lead to us getting hurt. And then our solar plexus, which governs the personal power, energetic boundaries, this is often really overwhelmed because empaths have a hard time setting up that boundary, whether it's energetically, physical boundaries, mental boundaries, spiritual boundaries. Boundaries are just a little hard. And if you have a hard time setting boundaries, check out my YouTube video where I teach you how to set your own boundaries. This is huge when you are energetically sensitive, if you are learning how to become psychic, if you are just a sensitive person, right? Boundaries are not stopping us from something. They are not harsh. They are actually good for all those involved. They are good because with healthy boundaries, we are able to create real and sustaining relationships and connections with people. And then the third eye and the crown chakras are highly active, okay? In my video, 5 Signs That You're an Empath, we talk about how empaths are usually not the most grounded individuals. Take it or leave it, you might be a really woke empath. But if you're new to this and you're trying to figure out your own energy and sensitivities, grounding would be a really good thing for you because our upper chakras are so active. You sometimes might feel like a bobblehead or like there's stuffiness, congestion, a lot of like kind of upper health issues too can arise. So definitely ground all of that. And the soul contracts of an empath, we usually choose these sensitivities before we come to earth as a soul. And this is to help humanity, right? We are becoming into this earth to help bring empathy to the planet, to help feel the pain on the planet so we can transmute it and create a better future for all. And one of the biggest soul contracts for an empath is healing others through understanding, presence, and energetic holding. This is so beautiful, and often the best healers are the most sensitive. Shamans, Reiki healers, psychics, if you are healing even animals or nature, you are most likely an empath. When you feel at home helping others, it's because you have really strong empathy. Also, balancing karma or ancestral patterns by feeling and transmuting stored pain, okay? So in shamanic ceremonies, a lot of stuff comes up from ancestral lines and past lifetimes, and shamans are able to help people clear these energies, which then not only clears it for that individual, but it helps to transmute it for the earth collective as a whole, which is incredible. Empaths are really out here doing the dang work, which is incredible. And a lot of them are light workers and starseeds, if you've heard that term, helping humanity shift towards unity, compassion by embodying it. Okay? Embody compassion for yourself, for others. Embody these sensitivities, because being an empath is such a gift. Being sensitive is such a gift. It can feel like a burden sometimes. You can get overwhelmed by other energies, and your sensitivities can lead you to maybe spending a lot of time in solitude, but you truly are here for a reason, with such a strong purpose, and it is a gift what you hold in your beautiful sensitivities, and we get to learn how to navigate them, right? Our biggest burdens are oftentimes our biggest miraculous wonders and life lessons, the ways that we are here to help Earth. So being an empath, it's really cool. Okay, and then types of empaths, right? Let's see, comment down below which one you resonate with, okay? I want to hear what kind of empaths are watching this video. We have the emotional empath, feeling others' emotions as their own. And this is really important if you resonate with this one, right? An emotion stays with our being when we claim it as our own. But everything that we feel through our body, it might not be ours, and we do not need to claim it. So if you meet someone for lunch and you're like, dang, like I have shoulder pain now, that's physical empath. Okay, the next empath feels physical symptoms of pain through other or pain of others. You might feel that, or man, I feel like a lot of just like irritability in my heart space talking to this person. That is their energy, right? If it's an energy that you were not feeling before the interaction, then it's probably not yours, and you get to send back to the origin. So by clearing that, you just say, feeling that I feel in my chest, or pain that I feel in my shoulder, I send you back to your origin, I send you to the light, and I reclaim my energy field. You just say that. And it's super important to do your energy cleansings every day. Every day I have an energy cleansing and release under my meditations tab in my YouTube, so check that out. So 1, emotional empath. 2, physical empath. 3, intuitive or psychic empath, receives insights, visions, or gut feelings. This type of empath kind of connects the upper and lower chakras, because a lot of people that think that we receive information through the crown chakra, which is very, very true. However, the solar plexus, which is the space between your belly button and your heart, this is the space for receiving, actually. This is the place that connects us to the universal knowledge, universal love, our power source. And this is where the gut feelings come from. So, are you an intuitive or psychic empath? An animal empath, deeply connected to animals and senses their needs. This one is a really, really beautiful one. If you are connected to animals, you might be an animal empath. An earth empath. This is sensitive to the earth's energies, natural disasters, moon cycles. I really resonate with this one because I can feel, like when a tree is cut down, I just, oh, my heart bursts, right? Like I feel it. And I can feel when I water all my plants behind me, they're like, yay, we got water. So I'm definitely very sensitive with the earth, but you can resonate with multiple. I resonate with a lot of these. So really, the gifts of an empath. If you're an empath, there are loads of gifts that you hold. You become powerful healers and guides. You embody deep compassion that can shift entire rooms and entire groups of people. You're able to hold space for transformational change just through your presence. Your presence lights up a room and heightens the frequency of every space. Definitely comment below if you feel as though you are an empath, and check out my video, the 5 signs that you might be an empath. Being an empath is really just being psychically in tune. Everyone's psychic and everyone has different sensitivities. Everyone is constantly communicating with the energy around them. It's just how do you do that, and at what caliber are you doing it? And empaths, usually they're doing it at a pretty high calibration. So like this video if you want to see more like this, and if it helped you out, subscribe to the channel. I have more channeled messages, the Earth to Marissa podcast, where we talk to spiritual leaders, having real conversations for collective expansion. It's on Spotify and YouTube. And I also have a bunch of channeled guided meditations. So if you're into meditating, which as an empath, you should try meditation. It helps so much with the grounding, the clearing, and coming back to your own energy. Much love to you. I hope you have a beautiful day or evening, and bye for now.